Hey everybody, it's Brandon the Weekend Cruiser, where I go on a weekend cruise just about every weekend. And that means that with Royal Caribbean, I am going to two main places. Number one is Coco Cay. Make sure you're checking out my playlist for all things Coco Cay, the private island. And number two, I am in Nassau, Bahamas very frequently. And I have really learned some of my favorite things to do here. Now, I've taken you all on a walking tour. Make sure you're checking out the video if you want to check out some of the history and some of the arts that come with Nassau. But if you're looking to have just an easy day in Nassau, you want to get off the ship, maybe grab a bite to eat, maybe head to one of the local bars, or maybe even just go to a resort and relax for the day, there are certainly some great options in downtown Nassau that are very close to the ship. Now, some note, just walking from the ship to the port is going to take you about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how quickly you walk. So it is not close to start with. So wherever the ship ports or docks, you're going to be pretty far away from just getting outside. From there, all of these locations are going to be within a 3-minute to 15-minute walk from that location. The resort being the farthest away, but I'll walk you through that. You also need to ensure that you are taking, number one, a face mask. So I did have to wear a face covering to exit the port today. And some of the locations that I went into, you do need to wear your face mask. The second option is going to be make sure that you take your ID with you. So the Bahamian government does require to see your set sail pass or your sea pass card in addition to a photo ID. This can be a U.S. driver's license, your passport, whatever you're comfortable taking, but make sure that you do have both of those. All right, so let's go through the food options, then we'll talk about the bars, and then we'll come back to the resort option last. Now, the first food option I'm going to send you to is Bahamian cooking. Now, this is one that I've known of for years in downtown Nassau. I learned about it through a food walking tour that I did in Nassau probably 6 years ago. But this Bahamian cooking restaurant is located on Parliament Street, directly outside of the cruise terminal. So when you come out of the cruise terminal, just walk across Bay Street, which is the main street where all the shops are, and you're going to see it right there on your right. It is a fantastic restaurant. Make sure you're checking out the conch that they serve there. This place is also family owned and operated by the grandmother, the daughter, and the grandchild, so it has a really strong history. Price point for Bahamian cooking is going to be between $15 and $30, depending on what you're getting as your entree. Today, they are doing outdoor only dining, so it is more of a takeaway kind of restaurant. They'll serve you, but it is sitting outside. And they are not open on Sundays, but they are open every other day of the week. The second location that I'm going to send you to is the Bearded Clam. Now, this is the hidden gem, if you will, in my opinion. It is on the second alley after you come out of the cruise port. So as soon as you come out of the cruise port, make a right and look for the second alley, and you'll see a little, sandwich sign that says Bearded Clam this way. It is a great restaurant. It is a fun atmosphere. It is all outdoor dining, but it is covered, and they're going to have a fantastic drink menu, as well as they're going to have good food. The food is going to be more bar-style food with burgers and the whatnot, but it is a really good option. And its price point is going to be about $15 to $20 is what you're going to see here, but it is a fun atmosphere. The third option that I'm going to send you to is Athena Greek Food. Now, this is located on Bay Street. It is on the second floor of a building directly above a jewelry store, but they do have a little guy sitting downstairs with a menu if you want to check on that, and will direct you upstairs. But the Bahamas actually has a really rich history with Greek people, and so they have opened up a restaurant, and it is superb food. Now, this is going to be a little bit more higher end dining, but it is a fan favorite of a lot of cruise ship passengers, so it's going to be a price point of about $16 to $30. They will have some gyros that you can start off on the lighter side, but then you can go up to their land and sea options. I highly recommend the sea options that they have. It is fantastic. You can sit outside looking over Bay Street, or you can sit inside in the air conditioning, probably depending on the time of year that you are in town. So for bars, the first place that I'm going to send you is Pirates Republic. So this is the first and only brewing company, craft brewing company, in the Bahamas. So they have done a fantastic job of, number one, staying open through COVID. So even when nothing else in Nassau was open, these guys were open when we first started coming back. You may remember I was on the Adventure of the Seas when it started back up, the first sailing out of North America. Pirates Republic was opened. They clawed their way through COVID and they are back. They've even added to their menu. Not only are they serving craft beer these days, they also have their own alcoholic seltzer that they are serving. If you're hungry, they're also going to have a limited menu of food that you can also get there. Of course, Cracked Conch is going to be on that menu. Make sure that you are checking this company out. I think they have a fantastic story. It is a great place. And if you're a craft beer lover, it is the only place in the Bahamas that you're going to be able to find that beer that you're truly looking for. From there, the next one, so past Pirates Republic. So Pirates Republic, when you come out, is going to be make a right out of the cruise terminal, and it's going to be just a few steps down on your left on the main street. If you keep going to the end of that, you're going to run directly into Señor Frogs. Now, this place stayed closed a long time during COVID, but it is now back open and up to its same shenanigans. So if you don't want to stay for a long time, but you want to stay for a good time, this is going to be the place for you. It is a party atmosphere. It is extremely fun, and it is more than just drinks and food. They are going to do the full entertainment for you while you are there. They're going to have competitions. They're going to be doing all sorts of craziness at this place with really lively and upbeat music. So if you're looking for a good time, make sure that you are trying out the Señor Frogs. It is a wonderful time. Go with a group of people. I think if you go with a group, it is even more fun. So past Señor Frogs is where the resort option is going to be. Now, if you want to walk a little bit further, you can always go over to the beach at Junkanoo. Now, this is a free beach. They're going to have some places where you can pay for chairs, and they're going to have restaurants. But if you want a higher end, more upscale style experience, make sure that you're checking out the Margaritaville Beach Club. This is brand new. They just opened not too terribly long ago, and I want to go back and make a full video on this. But I did get a chance to tour it today, and it is a beautiful property. You can walk into this place and tell that it is brand new. So some of the selling points to this resort is going to be its lazy river. That's the one that I would look forward to the most. It is a longer lazy river, and then they're going to have a pool in the middle. The pool is a little bit smaller, but honestly, if I've got a raft and I'm in that lazy river, that's where I'm going to spend my time at. They're also going to have a 10-foot diving board. They have their version of a flow rider, if you will. It wasn't really doing much when I was there, but I think that they can turn the volume up on the waves a little bit more, and they're going to have a few slides for the kids to enjoy. It's also going to have full beach access, lots of chairs out there to enjoy with drink attendants and people coming out and taking care of you. Now, the cost of this is going to be one of the more expensive options that are out there, but it is $59 per adult, and it's going to be $25 per kid. Infants do get to go in for free, and there is nothing that's really included with this other than just the access to the resort. So if you are buying food, if you're buying drinks, that's going to be an additional charge that you're going to put on your credit card when you are at Margaritaville. Now, if this is something that interests you, if you want to go, make sure that you're using or clicking on the link down below. They do prefer that you book this through Resort Pass before you show up. And so this is an affiliate link where, they can trace it back to me talking to all of you about Margaritaville. So if something that you do want to splurge on, spend the money, make sure you're using that link below and supporting the channel. All right, everybody, this is Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser, hoping to see you getting off the ship in Nassau and enjoying downtown Nassau, even if it's just for a drink and some food. Hope to see you all on a weekend cruise soon.